What's up, guys? This is gonna be the first video on the charts, but I'm not really gonna talk about any trades that I took, etc. I'm actually gonna talk about the things that I'm doing as a beginning trader to, first of all, not only set myself up for success, but also make sure that I do the right things on a daily basis to move the needle to eventually get successful with trading, get profitable, and also so I don't have to overthink if I'm doing the right things. Now this is for assuming that you're either you just started trading, so maybe you already have a strategy and now you just don't really know what you have to do on a daily basis, or you want to start with trading, your first 2 days in, you are still watching strategy videos, and you want to know exactly what the steps are from now on, and eventually when you have a strategy, what to do. And I kept looking at myself in the corner, but actually I should be looking in the camera. So I actually want to do it on here. I'm just gonna go through first 2 things that are really important for actually when you're starting out from scratch. And I'm gonna go through them real quick, and then I'm gonna talk about the daily actionable steps that I take to make sure that I put in the work and actually move the needle. So assuming you're starting from scratch and you have literally no idea where to start, how to start, etc., etc., there are actually 2 main things that you need to be focusing on right now before you even get into anything else. And it goes in the following order. Is first of all, you gotta make sure that you learn a strategy, okay? Learn a strategy, because without any strategies, you gotta learn a strategy. Now, this varies for each and every single person. Also, it depends on which pairs you're gonna trade. If you're gonna be trading on the S&P 500, or maybe you're gonna do Forex on the Euro USD, GBP USD, GBP JPY, like a lot of strategies, there are so many strategies out there. There are so many things that you could be doing, that you could go afterwards. For me, I just went into TGR's bootcamp. It is the most basic ass, well-known thing for every beginning trader. So I would suggest, if you want to go the simple route, to be honest, just watch TGR's bootcamp. Now, for anyone who already knows about TGR's bootcamp, I know that a lot of people have things to say about it. So, some people say it's awesome, it's absolutely worth it. Some people say it's a waste of time. I personally think it's not a waste of time, because it also learns you the basics of what is a candle, what is an uptrend, what is a downtrend, how do you place a trade. It talks about risk management. It talks about all the things that you actually need to know before you even start learning confluences, because there are a couple mentors out there who post videos for free and they tell you directly you need to use this confluence and combine it with this confluence, and they give you a really quick 2-minute brief description about what this confluence is, and then it's for you to figure it out and spending countless and countless of hours trying to figure it out on the charts. But TGR explains it in a nutshell, 3rd grade level. So I would definitely recommend going to TGR's bootcamp if you want to start learning a simple, dead-ass, well-known strategy. And he basically just goes through a strategy that can work on Forex, on futures like the S&P 500 or NASDAQ, but it also even works on gold. So it really just depends on what you want to do. Then after you've actually watched TGR's bootcamp or anything else out there, you want to make sure that you create a trading plan. Create a trading plan. Now this is really important, because this is also going to set you up for the day-to-day basis. What are the things that you're going to do on a daily basis? Now I'm going to go through them in a second, and then you also want to build a schedule around it. It's really, really, really simple. I like to actually structure it in, let's say, 2 categories. Now let me just separate this from each other. Now 1, we have screen time, and 2, just studying. Now when it comes out to screen time, there are just 2 simple things that you should be doing. For the screen time, it's just basically just being on live charts. So you have your strategy, you have your entry model, and you just go through the charts before market open, whether you do London session or New York session, and you execute. You look at the news, is there high impact, yes or no, you identify your bias, and then you just set your ass down until your confluences get hit. There are gonna be days where you're gonna be looking at the charts for 2, 3, 4 hours and there's no trade to be made, and sometimes you're gonna have your entry within the first 10 minutes after the market opens. And look, you're in the beginning phases, you don't know shit yet. I don't even know shit. I just know exactly what I need to do to be able to start learning stuff. But all the people who are already profitable and years into this, and they tell you, I'm not behind the charts for more than 2 hours a day, Of course they're not. They already know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're looking for. They already have years and years of experience compared to you, who probably has just only a week or two, or maybe a month, or you're just starting out. So don't compare yourself on that level with all those big guys. Like, I know it's really tempting because of course they also have a big influence, but now it's all just about putting in the hours. Like, I'm not telling you go monk mode 14 hours a day like a lot of people do as well. Those are the people who had to go through trial and error themselves. Now, right now, there's so much information for free out there, so it will speed up the process as well. Or maybe you even have a 9 to 5 or you go to school, etc. So you don't have the time to work 14 hours a day on trading. It's not even realistic to sit for 14 hours straight. There are going to be breaks. You need to eat food. You need to go out. You need to stretch. And you need to also get some rest. Then if you're not on the live charts anymore because it's either the weekends or there's low volume in the market, or maybe there's just nothing to trade because of high impact news, then you want to be backtesting. It is, of course, different than actually being live on the charts and feeling the emotions. Like, there's almost no emotion in backtesting. And if you want to know where I backtest on, there's this thing called TradeZella. TradeZella. It's really simple. It's really simple. I even still have it here. I don't backtest much. I literally backtested only once here, but someone suggested it. So far so good. Backtesting is really easy. It's not a sponsorship or whatever, but I would, if you need a backtesting like software program thing, just go to TradeZella and you're good to go, to be honest. Then if you're not on the charts, because at one point you also got to get off the charts, trust me, you don't want to be sitting the whole day behind the charts. You want to study, you want to just put in the hours, put in the work to actually watch videos. So let me just write it down. Watching videos. Now don't make this mistake that a lot of people do, is watching a lot of strategy videos from a lot of different mentors. Just watch one guy, one mentor, one strategy, learn that strategy, master that strategy, and just go along with it. And if after weeks and weeks and weeks, or maybe even a couple of months, the strategy doesn't work for you and it doesn't make sense, then consider switching a strategy. But for now, just start with one. Start with TGR strategy, start with someone else's strategy. There's so much out there, and otherwise, if you like reading, which I also recommend for the good habits, start reading trading books, because there's so much knowledge out there in the books that a lot of people don't talk about. Like, there are 3 books right now that I have for trading that I still need to start, which is the Disciplined Trader, the Best Loser Wins, and Trading in the Zone from Mark Douglas, something like that. Simple books, simple books to talk about trading. There's so much out there. Again, so many videos, so many books. And then also free online courses. Now, there aren't really free online courses because nowadays everyone wants to get paid for everything. But there is this thing which is called Baby Pips. And they have Learn Forex and then How to Trade Forex. And yes, it says Forex. Maybe if you want to start doing futures, you might be thinking, oh, but this is for Forex, but it doesn't work. Yes, because again, they go really in depth about how does trading even work, like the backends, type of brokers that you could go after. Like, it teaches you everything about breakouts and how does a market move, how does a market work, like why does a market even exist, how do currencies work. So you can literally learn everything. So this is literally what I recommend doing. But these are the 2 things that you should be doing on a daily basis, minimum. And then if you have some spare time, then you go into these other things. Now, the 3rd thing that you want to be doing, because I'm going to separate this from everything. The 3rd thing that you want to be doing after this, after you have your strategy, you have created your trading plan, which includes the things that you're going to be doing daily, then ideally you want to build a schedule. Now, this is so important because you need to keep yourself accountable. You need to make sure that you actually put in the work, you stay disciplined, and when you wake up, you know exactly what you're going to be doing this day. And maybe it's going to be like, okay, I'm going to be doing the same thing for weeks over and over and over again. But if that is what it takes to actually move the needle, why should you even hesitate doing it? Like, for example, for me, it's like, this is for next week. But if you look at the previous week, I was doing a bunch of stuff like gym, trading, breathing, dinner. I had to go to a Christmas market. I had different calls, this. But this kept me moving and moving. And I made sure that I put, like, on average, I was just trading for 4 hours a day because I'm building a personal brand, which you're looking at right now. I am doing something for cash flow on the side, and then I'm also doing trading. So I have multiple things to do. throughout the whole day. And not only that, I also have a lot of private stuff on the back end, you know, it's like maintaining the house and everything, and you name it, you know, and also going to the gym to stay healthy and everything, doing groceries. So it's like you only have like 16 hours a day to work on stuff from the moment you wake up, from the moment you go to bed. I also have like a routine in the morning, so I make sure that I stay fresh and sharp during the day. So it's not like I have, out of those 16 hours a day, 14 hours of it I can just purely just dump it into trading. Like, I wish I could if it would make sense for me, but it doesn't, you know. And to be honest, if I would work for 14 hours, I would be cooked afterwards. I'm gonna be cooked. And then once you've actually built everything, you know exactly what you're gonna be doing for the next step, you wanna set yourself up for success. Bro, this is the most important thing that you should be doing right now. Set yourself up for success. Because, of course, a plan, a schedule, a strategy and everything, a commitment, it's all good, but it's just 10% of the work. 90%, maybe 80% of the rest of the work, of the rest of the things you should be doing is all psychology, it's all mentality, you know, it's all mindset, to be honest. Because if you wake up and you don't do the things, you keep delaying the stuff, you're gonna fail. If you keep focusing on the wrong things, you're gonna fail, or it's gonna take you a really long time. If you keep jumping from strategy to strategy each and every single week, you're gonna fail, you're gonna stuck. If you don't keep yourself accountable, or if you don't set yourself up for success, you're gonna fail. That's the reason why they say 99% of traders fail and 80% of all the traders fail within the first year. So don't be that 99 or 80%. It's gonna probably take you much longer than that guru promised you. It's probably going to take you a year to even see a little bit of progress, 2 years to maybe get profitable, 3 years to actually start getting good amount of money, maybe 5 years until you have actually mastered it and you can buy your dream car. Like, some people do it in 6 months, some people do it in a year, and some people do it in 5 years. How long it's going to take me to do it, I have no idea, but why should I worry about it? As long as my backend is well structured and good, and I just put in the efforts, put in the work, there's no reason for me to fail. And I've already committed to this is what I'm going to be doing, because I already tried a bunch of other stuff. I have been running an agency for X amount of time. I don't want to do anything else besides this. This is what I want to be good at, because this resonates with who I want to be. So if you don't wake up and you're not like, okay, I know exactly what I need to do, and I'm confident enough that whatever I'm doing right now is going to bring me to where I want to go, you're not going to make it. Trust me. And it's okay to have slip-ups. There are some days where I wake up and I don't want to do the work. I am confused on if is this the right thing. It's normal, okay? I'm not gonna be some Andrew Tate type of guru right now telling you that you need to go monk mode, etc. You need to have your whole, like, the next 20 years, each and every single day already scheduled. No, you don't have to do that at all. Like, there are some days where I have no idea what I'm doing. But as long as you show up, even if it's just for an hour a day, it's more than enough to be proud of yourself, and you have moved the needle. You got this, bro. You fucking got this. Like, there's so much out there right now. You have everything you need to succeed. And it's literally like, it has never been this easy to succeed in something. Like, I used to run a marketing agency. I had no idea what I was doing. And I sold someone on the worst offer ever for myself. Like, the offer was pretty solid, but I undercharged so bad, but I still made money. I still managed to get someone on a call and actually close him for the most ridiculous offer ever. I still managed to keep him for 6 months. So why do you think that in trading, you think that if you just stick for it for long enough, remove yourself, separate yourself from the whole money side, and actually just focus on mastering the craft, why do you think that you're not going to be able to succeed? Tell me, bro. Just tell me, okay? You got this. Do this. Learn a strategy. Create a trading plan. Implement your daily actionable steps. Build a schedule and set yourself up for success. This is it. Do this for long enough. You will figure stuff out along the way. Trust me, this is probably going to change for me as well over time, but this is the only thing that you should be focusing on right now if you are starting. So, I'll see you in the next one.